Hi guys, welcome to another video. I'm basically going to show you my entire makeup collection, and I'm also going to do some decluttering in the process. And I'm just going to forewarn you, everything is a mess. I didn't really try to clean it up and make it all perfect. This is just like my normal every day. This is what it really looks like. I do want to do some changing about my organization and things like that, but for the most part, this is just how it is. Now, on top, I do have some new things that basically I just laid out because I haven't put them away yet. And I mean, they're just beautiful. So that's why. So I do have some things I'm going to get rid of, and I'm going to put in a clip of all my brushes because as you can see, they're really bare here, and here, but I'm washing a lot of brushes and they're being cleaned, so I will kind of snip that in. And I'm not going to show my face because I look just horrible. I'm about to go work out, and yeah, then I'm going to shower and like get ready and do some other videos for you guys. So for right now, I'm just not looking that great. So let's just jump right in. Now, a lot of this hasn't changed. So everything you see here on the top, not a lot has changed there. Now, I do have some Wet n Wild brushes. I don't think I had those the last time, and a few little things have changed. But for the most part, everything on top is really just about the same as it was. So I'll just give you like a quick glance at that. That I have to find a place for, just sitting here so my kitties do not knock it off. And if you hear the rattling, it is my cat trying to chew on some bubble wrap.
Hey, give me that. No, it's not for you.
And this is going to be my box where I'm going to put everything that we're going to purge from my collection. So I'm going to start right here. These were some not so favorites the month of February. So this foundation I've tried multiple times. I just can't seem to enjoy it at all. So I'm going to get rid of the water blend, and I'm also going to get rid of the Julep No Limits because my skin was breaking out almost the entire time I was using it. So we're going to go ahead and put those into the box and start there. And then I'm just going to start pulling open drawers. And I'm going to go ahead and apologize. My hands are just not the steadiest, so if it's really shaky, I'm so sorry. So here we have my foundation drawer. I am going to go ahead and pull out my Clinique Beyond Perfecting. This, I really have a lot still left in the bottle, but I just do not love it, and I have so many that it's not worth worrying about, so I'm gonna purge this one. It's just not a great finish. It just turns out looking, I don't know, not even, not very pretty, so I'm just not going to worry about that. And here in the back, I have a few little things. I don't even know what the sample is anymore, so I'm going to toss that baby. Laura Geller Balance and Brighten Foundation Fair. I haven't used this in forever, but I'm going to give that another shot. I have some BB cream from Boscia. I don't know. I'll look at that a little bit more closely. I'm also going to get rid of another Clinique product, which is the Clinique BB cream. Now, this one, it's just very, very light. The coverage is not that great, and I really prefer my Naked Skin One and Done to the BB, so I'm going to purge that as well. I like my new Wet n Wild. Born This Way is not my absolute favorite, but it is a decent one. I'm going to keep my compacts mostly because I love the way they look. I have IT Cosmetics in 3 shades. Ridiculous, but I do mix them. And then these are a couple of my favorites. So I'm going to keep everything else in the drawer. This is concealers, color correctors, powders, and let's get some purging done. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my Laura Mercier. This is the brightening under eye powder. It's completely empty. So obviously going to purge that. And then I have a NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is 2 shades dark for me, and I've been mixing it, but honestly, I've used it. I'm kind of over mixing it with other products. 7 items, if you count the sample. So everything else, now both of these I can work with. This is my real shade, Chantilly. This is the next shade up, but I can mix that. This color corrector by Soap & Glory is not the best, but it's not bad either. I'm going to go ahead and purge this Clinique. This is the Airbrush Concealer in Fair. And I'm going to purge this Smashbox Halo To Go. This one is just kind of yellow, even though it's fair. And I don't know, I don't love the finish. It doesn't set everything that nicely. And then I'm going to purge this little Makeup Forever, which is almost empty as well, because it's so tiny and it's honestly just annoying. I'm also going to purge this little Japanesque powder. So this one is the Velvet Touch Finishing Powder. I just can't say that I actually like that. And I need to make some space for some other things. I have a Dior. I have the Lancome, but I use that one to carve out my brows. Naked Skin Concealer, Naked Skin Color Corrector. I like both of those. I'm still going to work with this a little bit. I don't think that I like this little color correction palette, but I am going to give it a chance. Mascara drawer. We have one pair of lashes that I'm still using. Those are a pair of the Kiss Lash Couture. Got a new sample of the Givenchy mascara that I'm going to try. These are a lot of things that I have been using a lot, the little ones. So I'm going to basically purge these. I have a tendency to get irritated eyes, and I feel like the more that I use the same mascara, the worse it gets. So we're going to get rid of some of these. Lancome Definicils I don't really like. It's just kind of whatever. This Stila one, Forever Your Curl, I think is pretty old. These are all just travel sizes, but I am going to purge them. I tried to like group together what I was using. I have a couple full sizes that I'm going to get rid of. So the LORAC 3D Multiplex lashes. I think this is really old, and it's also kind of clumpy, so I'm guessing that's the reason why. This little sample of the Chanel mascara is actually a mascara that I really, really like, but it is pretty old now. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to use it a couple more times. The Superhero mascara, I just have to say, yuck. I don't like it. I'm sorry. I don't like it at all. Other than that, I also think this one's really old. This LORAC Special Effects. I think that one's pretty old too, so I think I'm going to purge that one as well. I really haven't made it that far, but that's already a good bit. For now, as you can see, I have too many mascaras, but it is what it is. On to the next drawer. So this, I have some contour products and some bronzers. This I don't really have too much in here. Nothing that's like super old, or, well, that Too Faced bronzer is super old, but I don't know that I've ever really used it. I'm gonna leave this be because I haven't really been branching out when it comes to bronzers and contour. I've been using Too Faced and the Too Faced Cocoa Contour Palette, so I think I'm gonna give it a little bit more time. And maybe try some other things. This bottom drawer is single eyeshadows and things of that nature. I really need to go through this a bit more because I haven't really like gone through and said, okay, this is good, this is not. I need to do that, but I have some Lancome eyeshadows. I have some Tarte in the little pots. Those are old. All of this is Clinique and all of this is Clinique. So is this. All of the compacts, but I don't want to be super wasteful and just get rid of everything. So I want to kind of go through and use them. If I like them, keep them. If I don't, get rid of them, that kind of thing. But I do need to go through it a bit more. So for now, we're going to leave that drawer be. Now we're in our primer drawer. So I have some primers. I have a couple setting sprays, eyeshadow base, a lot of different things in here, but I'm going to go ahead and pull out this Laura Mercier foundation primer. This one is super old and smells god-awful, and I don't know that I've ever really used it that much, but it is old. Let's see what else I have in here. I like that. This little Professional is almost empty. It's full of air, but that one's pretty much empty, and I still have little babies of that, even though it's not a favorite of mine. I am going to get rid of this Clinique Super City Block. This has SPF 40, but it's old, or at least a year old, I think. So I'm going to get rid of that. And I think I'm going to get rid of this Bare Minerals Primetime because it's in Toasted Almond, which is actually pretty dark for my skin, and I've had it for quite a while. Those are old, but they no longer make them, so I want to hold on to them for now. And this is the Smashbox Photo Finish Lid Primer, but it is kind of dried out. I think I pretty much used that one up. I'm going to jump up here because this little Kat Von D liner is old and it's just a sample size, but I got a lot of use out of it, but I've used it pretty much all the way up. So I'm going to get rid of that. In this container, I have a lot of liquid liners, pencil liners, lip liners, more eyeliners, just a lot of things in here. I am also going to grab and get rid of this Juicy Tube. I used it the other day. I just don't like sticky, tacky gloss. It's just not my thing. It is blushes. Now, I am not a crazy blush person, but I do have quite a few that I've accumulated over the years. I have this Laura Mercier blush that is shockingly similar to Orgasm. It's just, I feel bad getting rid of things that are not old. I'm going to get rid of this Clinique Chubby Stick. I don't really like these at all. I'm not a cream blush person, but I will keep my tints. And I have the Majorette, which is kind of similar to that, which I've never really given a try. I don't know, kind of partial to not trying that one. And then I have the Tarte Blushing Bride. Yeah, I think I've had this one for a while, and it's kind of weird, so we're going to put that in there as well. I have some mess is what I have. I have some Milani that I love, the Etude House I like. I have 2 MAC blushes that I love, some Smashbox, another Milani. I have some Clinique blushes, but I need to go through those as well. They're Bare Minerals. That's a Golden Gate blush. Probably never even been used, to be honest. I'm sorry if this video is like all over the place. You're probably like, Jesus Christ, calm down. But I have a few in the back. I have this Holika Holika one, which is a Korean brand. It's really cute on the inside. But that's what it looks like. Just different. I have a couple of julep ones that are really pretty, but they're 2 of the same one. But I think I've actually swatched both of them, unfortunately, or I would put one in the giveaway. I have a couple Urban Decay ones. I have a Gerard Cosmetics that is a favorite of mine. This is in Grace. It's a beautiful one. I have the Josie Maran wand. I don't know if I love that one. I have some What's Up. As you can see, I have 2. I think, let me see, this Smashbox is the Soft Lights. Let me look at this one. That one's kind of pretty. Okay, I guess it stays like everything else. So in the back I have my LORAC Mega 3 Pro palette. Oh, I do have a new tattoo liner. Ooh. Urban Decay liners, which I do love. I have a lot of like these like sample sizes. I think I've used a lot of them. I just swatched a bunch of these and honestly they're like all creamy. Like what in the world? I will say the Clinique Skinny Sticks I don't really like, so I'm going to toss those. And it seems like today all I'm getting rid of is a bunch of Clinique stuff. So, I swear that's not shade. I'm going to keep this Egyptian one though. That one's discontinued and it's a really pretty shade. This one, what is this one? Buxom. I don't know. I swatched this one. It's still creamy. I don't know how. This Smashbox one again, and then I'm going to get rid of these Skinny Sticks. They're really dry and they break super easily. An abundance of eyeliners. Like, who in the world needs this many? You would think with all these eyeliners I have that they would be like dried out and old. They're all creamy. What in the world? All those Stila smudge sticks, like every single one of these is still creamy and perfect. I don't understand that. There is Starry Plum by Clinique that is discontinued, a julep one. I finally found one that is not creamy. This is the Evercolor Ultimate by Mally in Shimmering Black. A, it's not that shimmery, and B, it's a little dry, so bye-bye. I have 2 more to purge, so both of these Mallies are on the drier side. They're not 100% dried out, but still they're a little bit on the old side, so I'm going to toss both of these. All of the Tarte ones, these are old, but I love them, and the old Urban Decay. I'm more so keeping those for sentimental reasons, but you can sharpen them, and they are still creamy. These Urban Decay 24/7 shadow pencils. I'm pretty sure I went into the Sephora in Destin, Florida, and I saw these, and I was like, yes! I want them, I'm in love, and I bought like 4 colors that very day. Very first thing I ever bought from a Sephora. So I have a sentimental like reason to keep these, but maybe that's silly. I just think they're nice. So that one is actually like dried down to where it's like inside. So I'm just gonna toss that one because I'm sure it's dry. Found another Skinny Stick. Bye-bye. And other than that, I mean, I should probably get rid of more, but I'm going to keep this for now. It is a little bit random. I just have some older things. And yeah, I am going to get rid of this L'Oreal Color Riche eyeshadow. I bought this to be like a base, but it kind of sucks. And these old Smashbox ones, I hate these old containers. Like, they would get so dirty and they never look clean again because they're like that rubbery material. So it has taken a long time to do this, but I'm going to part with these 3. I think I'm also going to get rid of this, which is the Tarina Tarantino Tokyo Hardcore. I like the shade, but I also have a lot of really bright palettes, and I don't know. It's okay. But I have so many bright, bold palettes that I just don't need it. I have a lot of old LORAC products, but beautiful packaging, and I do love them. This Tarte Shadow Quad is probably pretty old, but looks pretty creamy, to be honest. Too Faced eyeshadow has to be 3 or 4 years old. Seriously. Oh, and I stuck my finger in it. Eee! I need a tripod. Oh my god. So that is it right there. It's actually really pretty. Wow. What am I doing with my life? Magic mushroom. Okay. I was gonna get rid of you, but we'll keep you. That Smashbox and Laura Geller. That's actually really, really pretty. This one has to be super old, but I don't know that I've ever used it. I have some palettes here, but all of these I kind of use on a regular basis. So I have my Urban Spectrum palette, the Gwen Stefani one, not a favorite of mine. Swamp Queen, I love that palette. I have a full spectrum. It's okay, but it's relatively new, so I'm going to keep it. My Sweets Glow Kit, which I really like. My Urban Decay lipstick set. My Alex 9 drawer is kind of full of skincare at the bottom, so I have a backup Clairsonic. I have lots of skincare, mostly that I've gotten in gratis. So, and I have my toner. That's the next toner I'm going to use by Shiseido. So that one I am going to start using very soon. But basically, it's just a lot of skincare. These are all like backups. No. It's my little kitty, our little rescue Sally. And again, a lot of skincare. Then a couple of peels back there and some soaps. Some decorative soaps. A lot of jumbled up stuff. I love, love, love this Fresh Sea Berry Booster, which I need to start using again. I have some Tony Moly Pocket Money Mist. What is this? I have Martian by Sunday Riley. I also have the oil somewhere. Some Golden Crocus. A lot of these are like smaller sizes, so it's just stuff I'm going to grab and use. I have some Amore Pacific, but I'm kind of saving that up because we get them frequently, but they're always tiny, tiny little things, so I'm going to use them like at the same time, so I'm just going to save them. Body Blur, haven't tried it yet. Have this, I mostly keep it for the packaging, the Tony Moly Panda's Dream. I have the Friction Stick. I have my little Foreo Play that I use for like travel cleansing.
It's my junk drawer. It's my junk drawer.
Bags. These are makeup bags I'm probably going to use in giveaways. This one already has a couple things for my next giveaway. Just some boxes and bags, nothing special. And this is just like the catch-all for tools, sharpeners, some wipes, a couple nail polishes. So basically anything I need. This is probably my most hated drawer, and it looks exactly like it did the last time, but I'm just not happy with my organization in this drawer. So I'm going to take these out and then come back.